Dave, good to hear your voice.
Oh, mate, good.
JW, mate. Bundy here. Well done, mate.
Yeah, Bundy, good to hear you too.
Hey, mate, first of all, look, I'm the only one here who wouldn't know what this feels like, but what did it feel like winning the 2013-14 Paul Lucas medals?
Oh, it's very proud. Yeah, very proud to be part of a select group of boys, esteemed gentlemen players such as most of you.
Thanks, mate. Hey, just quickly, mate, I could see in your speech, obviously, after you received it, mate, what a great honour it was for you. You touched on a little bit, mate, in your little talk afterwards about how much it meant to you due to how many clubs you'd actually played for previously and how you never quite felt at home and how much you do love the Wanneroo District Cricket Club. Yeah, absolutely. It's home away from home now. Yeah, so what are some of the things you love about the club, mate? What are some of the things that have been, maybe defining factors in staying here at Wanneroo?
Well, most of the other clubs that I played for didn't have you, Dave.
Other than me, mate.
I don't know. It's just a great atmosphere playing at the club. Everyone just gets on with everyone, really, and it's just really good to be at a club where everyone backs everyone up.
No, it's good to hear, mate, and you've turned yourself into a bit of the all-rounder this year, mate, with a couple of 50s this year. How's that happened?
I don't know. I remember it, but I'm still working on believing it.
Hey, mate, you averaged 98 in third grade with the bat, and look, mate, I think that's an outstanding season. What do you think you would call yourself, a batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder?
I'd still say a bowling all-rounder. When I started this season, I wanted to try and just work on the batting and try and get towards the all-rounder, but I think I'm still definitely a bowling all-rounder at this point. Next season, I can, if I can, try and make it even between the two.
Johnny, when you came to the club, mate, I do remember the first season you played there. You played third grade and you took 9 for Mount Lawley, which is Breckler, which was a magnificent performance, mate. I remember that year, and that was your first year with us. Mate, going on with your bowling, where do you think that your best opportunities are to play at the higher grades? Do you think it's going to be as an all-rounder, or do you think is it going to be a batsman, or will it be the bowling?
Well, that was one reason why I did want to actually work on the batting, but I think the best opportunity I have is with the bowling. It's where I've practiced most over the years I've been playing. But I just think if you also have the added part in it where you can bat as well, where you can hold your own, you can score a few runs in the tail, or even support the other batsman or get a few runs yourself every so often, it can't hurt if you're going up the grades.
Johnny, talking that 9 for 24, mate, is it true there was a guy at the other end bowling left-arm orthodox, and he managed to put down the 10-fer at first slip off your over, and then managed to pick up the 10th wicket himself the previous over?
Not quite true. It wasn't Arder, if that's who you're referring to. He did put down my 7th wicket at first slip. But it was actually none other than, I think it was Rory McFarlane back then who got the 10th wicket.
There's a blast from the past.
And the thing was, he wasn't even playing the first week. He came in the second week because of players being put down. He's come in and just nabbed the last wicket from me.
Oh, not good enough. Not good enough.
Hey, mate, is it true that you were in England in the off-season as well, and do you think that's got something to do with it, to your such outstanding season and being a Paul Lucas medalist?
Yeah, I've come into the season on a bit of form from playing over there. I was playing for a Northampton-based team last year and the year before that, and this past year I got 50 wickets playing for them, and also had some time to work on my batting. So it's definitely been a factor with coming over and just sort of staying in form from the get-go of the season.
Sorry, Dave, to cut you off there, mate. I was just going to...
That'll be your first, buddy.
Ask Johnny how he's found Wayne coaching this year, mate. Last year, I think you might have played 1 or 2 games of twos in the last couple of years, but Wayne's come in this year and he's changed a few things around. How have you taken on to him?
Yeah. Wayne's been doing a good job, I think. I think he doesn't hide from saying what is true. If he says... If he thinks that you're good enough to play, he'll play. If you get wickets, he'll play. And I just respect that as a coach. I think if he's honest to the team, that's what you want from a coach, really.
Mate, looking at the rest of this season, obviously it's all over for the 3s and the 2s this year.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, it's not good. And as I said, we're all gutted for you guys because, as I said, it's never nice anyway. But one thing is, you've had a great season. Personally, it's always a bonus to do that. And I mean, first of all, is always obviously the team. But next year, mate, looking a little bit ahead, and obviously you've got a fair bit of cheering to go ahead, mate, as far as watching the A's and the 4s go.
Oh, definitely.
But what are your thoughts, mate, for next year? What do you want to do next season? What's going to be your driving factor? What do you want to do next year?
Well, you've already touched on it slightly with me that I've been playing in England. I'm not going to England this year because, well, it's been 5 seasons in a row, and I finished this season with sort of niggles and just hurts here and there. So I thought it might be good just to take a rest for a while. But that also would allow me to take part in pre-season for Roos next year. And I think I want to try and have a good pre-season, and if I can, try and cement myself into the 2s.
Hey mate, I wasn't down there on Saturday night. I had a prior engagement, but rumours going around that it was one of the best speeches since the Oscars.
I don't know about that. I wasn't watching the Oscars.
Hey mate, is it something on your way up there you thought you actually had a chance of winning, or?
Actually, to be honest, the first time I even considered that I might have a shot was Wednesday night when all the 3s went to the pub. I think it was none other than Elliot Ruff that piped up and said he was going to put $10 on me. I thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was silly at the time, and, well, here we are.
Yeah, Ruffy was very, very conclusive on the fact that he thought you were going to win it very early on there, mate. Hey, just a quick one, mate. Now, we all know you're very good mates with Greg Fingers Marr, the skipper. Now, obviously, he was sharing your enjoyment and wearing and having the award and looking after your lovely partner on the evening as well. What were your thoughts, mate? How important has Marbo been this season?
I think Marbo's done a good job this season. He's come in. He wasn't expecting to captain. I think he's stepped up and he's done the best he can. We're all disappointed we weren't able to make the finals, but that's nothing against Marbo's captaincy. I think he's done a good job.
Did you continue on the trend of past winners, mate, and head yourself to Bar 120 on Saturday night, mate?
I can't say. After I left Wanneroo, I can't really say that I was vertical when I was moving around, so I don't think Bar 120 was really. I don't think I was up for that.
Johnny, just on behalf of a lot of the boys at the club, you're a lovely bloke, and as I said, it's been great having you at the club for the last few years, mate. And as I said, long may it continue, mate. I think your performances this year, especially with the ball, but with the bat as well, and really strategic moments when we've really needed you, mate, has been fantastic. So well done this year, Johnny.
Thank you, boys.
Well done, Johnny.
Hey mate, yeah, thanks very much for your time tonight, mate, and congratulations once again, mate. And no doubt we'll see you down there cheering on the Roos in the finals.
Absolutely. I'll see you boys around.
Cheers,
yeah,
mate.
See ya.
There he is, Such a very, very lovely gentleman, isn't he?
Mate, he's done a great job, and as I said, I was probably getting a little bit close to his pocket there, mate, with urination, etc. But he was, mate, as I said, the man has had a fantastic season, and there's no more coveted award at the Wanneroo District Cricket Club than the Paul Lucas Medal as an individual honour. I've heard it many times been compared to the Allan Border Medal and also the Chas Brownlow. But as I said, it's it's a fantastic award, and he should be really proud of himself because it puts him into folklore long after he's finished. People will still be talking about him then, Ian, long after when he's up on that honour board, and people will look at him and go, Jay Walter, great player, and that's what they'll be doing, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Vern. You're good at sticking that in and twisting it around. It's good to see. But no, you're right, though. Look, it's an outstanding award, and it does come from a guy who is a life member and a patron of the club who has put a lot more time and effort in the club than probably even more than you think you have, Vern. So that's a really good effort.
I agree.
But what we might do, we'll just quickly run you through the